Good afternoon, Saturday. How you doing? Still snowing in western Iowa. Actually, it finally stopped, but it's been light snow most of the day. It's crazy out there. 16, 18, 20 inches of snow on the ground. I don't know, but it's blowing around too. They're plowing the roads, and then the snow just blows right back on, at least in some of the open areas by some of the fields. So again, the county sheriffs are saying stay off the roads if you can and let us do our work. So I've been doing that. I've just been hunkered down here for the last couple of days. Man, it's pretty out there. It's beautiful. All right, but causing some problems. I get it. And it's getting cold too. Our temperature this morning was 1 below zero. Now it's 10 below zero. It's been falling all day. So let's take a look at the forecast. You know me, and I love these memes. So I found this one today on Facebook. Big weather system coming through. Here's what we know so far. So keeping that in mind, let's go to our maps. All right, this is the GFS. This is 3 o'clock, so about 45 minutes ago is how it looked. Our big storm exiting. We still see these lines of equal pressure very close together, these isobars. So lots of wind from the low in Canada all the way through Michigan and Wisconsin and into Iowa, where we do see light snow still. Also Illinois into Missouri. And Kansas City game at 7 o'clock tonight is going to be brutal. Temperature below zero, wind chills well below zero, but not the coldest game ever played in the NFL, but probably the coldest game ever played in Kansas City. Meanwhile, the Pacific Northwest is where the action is now with our second storm, and we're seeing lots of snow in the Willamette Valley, turning to freezing rain further south. And then it's heavy rain for southern Oregon and northern California and snow in eastern Oregon. So let's take a closer look at this right here and show you what's happening. So we're zoomed in now. This is Oregon, of course. Here's Washington. Here's California. And here's a bunch of a mess. Heavy snow is coming down Willamette Valley. Also up on the north side of the Columbia River, Vancouver, Washington, getting some heavy snow too. But it's really coming down for most of the Willamette Valley. And then it changes into ice all the way to the Oregon coast. And then it's heavy rain further to the south and a little bit of snow and ice as you get towards the Siskiyous of Northern California. But this is 21Z. So subtract 8 from that. So what is that? 21 minus 8 is 13. So 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Oregon time, which was just an hour ago. So as we move through time, these are 3-hour increments. You can see a lot of the ice, well, a lot of the heavy snow is still here, and the ice area has gotten smaller, and the ice starts to go away, and so does the snow. But further south in the Willamette Valley, maybe down near Eugene or south of Eugene, if you got any ice or sleet, you may get a coating of snow on top of it. Craziness. And then this whole system moves off to the south, and by late tonight into early tomorrow morning, it goes away. So my friend Becky sent this to me from Oregon. So this is from the Willamette Valley, and you can see snow, and I do believe some sleet as well in this picture. So thanks, Becky, for sending that in. We can see how beautiful Oregon is. It's just how I remember it. And a little bit of snow. And I think she sent this to me a few hours ago, so there's probably a lot more on the ground by now. Meanwhile, check this out. These are wind chills this morning that were already recorded in Montana. So Glendive 49 below, Miles City 51 below, Lame Deer, that's a cool place to live, 55 below, Red Lodge 55 below, Cody, Wyoming 46 below, Sheridan, Wyoming 48 below, Buffalo, Wyoming minus 56. What's the lowest I see on here? Lewiston, that's Idaho, isn't it? Minus 59. Harlowton, minus 59. Old Faithful, minus 51. You get the idea. Oh, there's some colder ones on the east. Baker, minus 65. Crazy. Meanwhile, in Arizona, here are your forecast highs. Tucson, 63. Green Valley, ho, ho, ho. Green Valley, 65. And I used to live in Oro Valley, which is the north side of Tucson. So I lived there for 15 years. So this is my old stomping grounds. And these are average temperatures for this date, January 13th, middle of January. This is what you expect in the Tucson area. So there you go. Hopefully that'll make you feel better, especially if you're in Arizona. That's why snowbirds go there in the wintertime, right? And me as a snow lover, I'm still loving the snow. All right. Meanwhile, while that storm gets out of the Pacific Northwest, we see the cold air. Remember the 540 line? That's pretty much our freezing line. And being underdone here. Now the low is holding it up a little bit, but I just got off of Facebook, and one of the TV weather guys in Lubbock was showing a temperature of in the 20s in Plainview and in the 50s in Lubbock. So there's a cold front in there somewhere. And that was just an hour ago. So moving through West Texas, moving into the south now, this cold air, and a little bit of light snow busting out in Arkansas and parts of western Tennessee and southern Kentucky. And as we move through time, we're now Monday the 15th. This is 3 in the morning Central Time, and we're seeing a little bit of ice in Texas and a little bit of light snow. Again, for Arkansas, Mississippi, Memphis, parts of Tennessee, other parts of Tennessee. I know Memphis and Tennessee. Yeah, anyway. Then we've got more snow here, a little bit from West Virginia, and it's just kind of on the light side, but see the ice now moving into Louisiana and eastern Texas, and the snow getting heavier in Arkansas and Mississippi. And this is the 15th, so this is Monday at noon Central Time. And then in the afternoon, you see the snow moving across Tennessee and southern Kentucky into North Carolina. And then we've got ice in Mississippi and Louisiana. And then that fades away for the most part, a little bit of it getting into Alabama. Oh, look at that. Ice all the way down almost to the coast. Craziness. And then some rain with snow on the top side here from North Carolina, but South Carolina getting rain. And another storm entering the Pacific Northwest with some snow and freezing rain in western Washington and western Oregon. That's craziness. And then as that moves in, there's heavy snow for the Cascades too. So this is Thursday now. Heavy snow coming down in Idaho and Montana. And now moving into lighter snow in Wyoming, into Nebraska. And missing me here in western Iowa, which I think, we've probably had enough snow for a while. Probably be fine. And then we get into Friday. And look at this. Heavy snow in parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. Lighter snow further to the north. Heavy rain, Mississippi, Alabama. And a little bit of ice with this as well. And all of Kentucky, all of Tennessee getting some good snows from this storm on Friday, it looks like, and into West Virginia and Virginia. And then this low lifts, and we're getting snow now on the coast of the East Coast. So maybe finally some snow for all of New Jersey, for Maryland, for Delaware. And let's move it forward a little bit. Yeah, it turns into a rain a little bit, but the nation's capital looks like gets some heavy snow here. This would be Friday afternoon and evening. And then heavy snow along the coast. And New York City looks like, if this comes exactly true, we're a week away now. But if this comes true, New York City's going to get a really good snow out of this, along with all of the coastal New England states, except for maybe Maine might get left out. And lots of wind with this one too, so could be East Coast blizzard. I don't know. Could be. And then it gets quiet for a while. Still cold in the Midwest though. We're still not warming up even by the 21st of January. This cold snap hanging around. Minus 20 tomorrow morning. When I get the donuts before church, I mean, we're having church, so anybody who can show up, if they're not comfortable showing up, that's fine. We're going to have the video. A lot of churches around here are canceling services tomorrow. But, we're hardy folk, so hopefully I don't have any problems getting to the store And then I don't mind the temperatures. I won't be on it very long. So it's going to be fun. Going to be interesting. All right, that's my report for Saturday, January 13th. You have yourself a great rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you tomorrow.